sure if you are Nigerian of a certain age, between 45 and 60, you would recognize this tune. I'm going to take you way back.
Are we ready for some interesting tales?
Of course we are. I wonder where these children are today.
This evening,
responsible men and women. This is Africa, the cradle of mankind's birth, where powerful kingdoms arose with stories of worth. A youth-filled land, the youngest population, with diamonds and cocoa from its fertile foundation, exemplary leaders, their legacy told. Nkrumah, Mandela, their spirits bold. From Johnson Sirleaf's Liberia, where freedom lies, and her first female leader, so wise. Let courage and dreams unite as one for a brighter tomorrow where greatness is spawned. In this beautiful, colorful, and friendly domain, greatness awaits, where hopes shall not wane, where tales of triumph weave a tapestry. Welcome to Today in African History. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this celebration of 64 years of television in Nigeria and in Africa. I'm sure if you are Nigerian of a certain age, between 45 and 60, you would recognize this tune. I'm going to take you way back.
How are you this evening?
Of course we're fine, thank you.
I'm fine, thank you. Are we ready for some interesting tales?
Of course we are. I wonder where these children are today.
This evening,
responsible men and women.
Two interesting
If you're one of those kids and you're watching this now,
are you ready?
Please drop a comment in the comment section. That would be very
The
interesting.
first story is titled Grumpy to Gorgeous. And my second story is titled Procrastination.
Okay,
now,
so let's get started with Don't Procrastinate. Before we
tell
begin,
me the meaning of grumpy. Let me hear you.
The meaning of grumpy is to just be angry for no reason.
Beautiful.
That's a good
Clap
one.
for her. Now,
So it's back to our wardrobe TV set and to the events that have shaped our history on this day, especially as regards to television and especially if you are Nigerian. So again, the day was October 31st and it was the year 1959. 64 years of television broadcast in Africa. This celebration is following the official commissioning of the Western Nigeria Television, Ibadan, on October 31st, 1959, by the then Premier of Western Nigeria, Chief Obafemi Awolowo. 64 years ago this day, television was introduced to Nigeria and indeed Africa on Saturday night, October 31st, 1959, as audio-visual signals beamed forth from the Western Nigeria Television, WNTV, located at Agodi in Ibadan, Oyo State in present-day Nigeria. The Western Regional Government, led by the Premier, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, with Chief Anthony Enahoro as his Minister of Information, established the very first television station in Nigeria and in Africa. Let me take you back to some nostalgia. This program was called The Sunny Side of Life. If any of you recognize this tune, drop a comment in the comment section. The sunny side of life. So The Sunny Side of Life, one of the nostalgic programs
I do hope you're out there and on the sunny side of life. Now, one place that I miss very much is the rural area. And the simple reason is that the atmosphere there, the air breathes fresh.
That is so true.
Food,
the same is true today.
Fresh vegetables, fruits, fish, not frozen.
That was good though.
Frozen chicken. And sometimes I ask myself, really, what am I doing in the city? All the tension, all the traffic jam, and all the noise pollution and so on. And I really wonder, and I miss the rural area very much. Now, talking about...
it doesn't sound very Nigerian though, which is very interesting.
In the rural area and in the urban center brings to mind the story of this
professor. If anyone knows where this guy comes from,
in the university,
let me know, guys.
A high-rise apartment. He loved his pounded yam very much. And you know what happened all the time? They kept pounding the yam. His neighbors got very irritated and agitated, and they complained to the university authority. And he was called and cautioned. Said, Prof, you have to choose between your pounded yam and living in this place, because one is causing a lot of cracks in the building, and
that's funny.
Your co-tenants very irritable. But he said this is the kind of a dilemma that you have to face when you live in the urban area. Now, the professor, of course, was very upset. But where could he go to? He wanted to eat his pounded yam, but he also wanted to live in the apartment. So he had this dilemma. Now, comparing also life in the city and in the urban area reminds me of this well-to-do Nigerian who visited a friend of his in the United States. And the day he got there, he was warmly received, but his host observed that he was not quite comfortable. You know, every time he kept tiptoeing to the window. He'll open the window, look outside, and then come back and sit down. And he kept doing this, and his host was worried. This continued throughout the night. He kept going up, and his host would hear him, tiptoeing and so on. So in the night, daybreak, he confessed to his host that, look, quite honestly, you must have seen me very worried and agitated, because I was remembering my car back home. He just bought a brand new car, and he thought that thieves might come and take it away. So even though he was in the United States, he kept having the siege mentality that you have when you stay in the urban area.
Here's another one, guys. So this is one of the stories about colonialism in Nigeria and in Africa as a whole. And you see the dressing of the black man who is acting as a black man. They're two black men. Yeah, so Nigerian village court setting. So he's speaking Igbo to villagers in court.
Chief, I've been trying to accommodate his overbearing nature.
Yes.
There is no woman like me anywhere who will be patient to go through what I am going through with that husband. My mother didn't tell me that married life is a boxing arena.
I know. All the same, patience is the watchword.
Last but not least.
Babilo, one day I know say you will make us proud.
We're back to our TV set for one last time, guys. It is a matter of national pride that television in Africa started in Nigeria. It is true that 64 years ago, Nigeria was the only African country that had television. The opening of the station was a national celebration. In 1975, the federal government of Nigeria established the Nigerian Television Authority. Of course, that's where you've seen most of the videos that I have shown you today. So, the Nigerian Television Authority Network Service acquired all TV stations in Nigeria to form the network. It was designed to be an educational tool for the masses and also a medium to beam local culture, foreign news, and aims of the government to the homes of people in the region. Establishment of the station was enhanced by the constitutional change which removed broadcasting from an exclusive item to a concurrent item, and political resolution of the regional premier, Obafemi Awolowo, and the regional minister of information, Anthony Enahoro. I know this is all jargon to some people, but yeah, it's about a bit of the history of Nigerian television. Nigeria being the first country in Africa to have a television station, the WNTV, which metamorphosed into the Nigerian Television Authority. My apologies if you're not Nigerian, if none of this resonates with you, but I'm sure the television set will resonate with you because that was pretty universal. Thanks for dropping by today, and we shall see tomorrow, 1st of November, Today in African History. Make a date with us. Thanks for joining us today. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.